This video will walk you through the process of dividing decimals by whole numbers. This process is different than the process of dividing a decimal by a decimal, where there's actually less steps for this process. So the example I'm going to walk you through is 3 and 69/100ths divided by 3. The first thing is, your problem does need to be in this format with this fraction bar if it's not already. Go ahead and place it into that format. That's going to help you place the decimal point once you get your quotient. And you're actually going to just divide these as if they were whole numbers, as if this was 369 divided by 3. So we can say 3 goes into 3 once. And basically I'm just following the long division process. 3 went into 3 one time. 1 times 3 was 3, and when I subtract it 0, bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 twice. 3 times 2 is 6. I subtract and get 0. And I bring down my 9, so I repeat. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. And I have no remainder. And for the purpose of this video, this process works when there is no remainder. There is a different process for when you receive a remainder with a decimal to turn it into that decimal format. So you should not receive any remainders for the purpose of this video. Now, one thing that's important to note is when I was dividing, I divided 3 into 3 and it went into it one time. That 1 needs to go directly above the 3. The number on the top needs to go directly above the digit that you were dividing into. If you were dividing into a 2-digit number, it would go above the number in the ones place. For example, if I had divided 3 into 36, you can see it would have been 12, the 1 and the 2. This is important where you place the digits along the top, because the final step is to place the decimal point, and to do so, you just move the decimal point up into the answer. So you can see why it's important where you place the digits. If the 1 had been squeezed over here, you'd have 123 thousandths, which is incorrect. And if the 2 had been placed over here for some reason, you'd have 12 and 3/10ths, which would be incorrect. But with the digits placed correctly, your answer would be 1 and 23/100ths. So divide them as if they are whole numbers. Ensure that the digits on the top were placed in the correct location. And then the decimal point just moves straight up into the quotient.